Alright, hello friends. So while I'm sitting here in traffic, I decided to record you a little video. We'll see what turns out. But here is what has been on my mind for some time now, and this is a video especially for my English audience, because I have neglected you guys. And so I wish to explain myself. I understand that over the course of these last few years, my channel has become a little bit boring, especially in light of all of you who remember me from the beginning, when I used to talk on the spicy, uncomfortable and interesting socio-political subjects. For those of you who stuck with me and you still remember those original videos that YouTube forced me to take down, I'm sure you remember the kind of things I talked about. And it was interesting, and it was above all productive. So here's the situation. I started my YouTube channel in 2013. I think it was 2013. 13 is my lucky number. And within a few years, it starts to grow as soon as I start covering those interesting subjects that people wish to hear interesting thoughts on. And I was certainly delivering my unique perspective. Now, from what, as I saw it, I was doing it in a respectful manner, without too much emotion and flash and this kind of provocative behavior that I don't particularly like. Sometimes I push the limits, but generally I try to be logical, structured, and deliver my information in a way that I saw fit, and an honest, giving my honest view of life as I see it. Well, by 2017, I believe, I could be mistaken on that year, political situation in the world changes, and as you remember, the first kind of very major wave of censorship goes through all social media, and it hit me directly, because I remember there was this one specific video. I believe it was titled "The Case for Tribalism," because at that time both people on the left and the right were kind of bashing tribalism pretty hard, and I thought, you know what, it's strange, because all of you who are bashing it are here today purely because your ancestors formed tribes, fought their way through the times of history, so that you are here now at this day and age. And if they were not able to form those tribes and fight together as one group, for better or worse, then they would be among those people that you have no clue that they ever existed, because they haven't formed their own tribe. And so I have recorded that video specifically slightly more in a forceful and colorful manner, and it was interesting to observe, because I record that video, I upload it, I publish it, and within 2 days my channel hits a wall. Meaning before it was growing at a pace that even I was amazed at. I was getting between 800 to 1,000 subscribers every 2 weeks to a month. And at that time I was thinking to myself, I can't believe it. I think I made it. I think I made it as like a public figure on YouTube. I was becoming popular very fast, and I record that video, and I guess it was the last strike. And instantly, within 2 days, the channel, just the statistic, everything just drops. And the next month, I see that I went from 1,000 subscribers roughly to roughly 50 subscribers. So obviously the channel was shadow banned, sandbox, whatever term you wish to use. That is what happened. That's what the statistics showed, and I had to deal with the situation. Now, right away, I didn't particularly give up, or was I really concerned or discouraged? Because even at that time, YouTube was not in any way a financial project for me. It was just interesting to gain that social might through your channel and attempt to use that social points, I guess, to shape the world as I see it in my image, rather than let the powers that be and the super powerful and rich do the same without my input. That was kind of the appeal to it. And so I thought I was on my way to that success. I'm going to have a super powerful channel. I'm going to speak freely on all the subjects, and I am protected by free speech. Well, it didn't turn out that way. But even when I clearly knew, okay, my channel was shadow banned, and I hit essentially a wall, this is not going to go anywhere, I still attempted to record videos on those very socio-political subjects, and I more or less enjoyed it. Just recording the videos, speaking my mind, it was still interesting. But those videos were not being indexed, they were not being pushed through the system, they were not being suggested to people, and it was essentially becoming like a waste of time, which is the objective of a shadow ban, or sandboxing somebody's channel. I keep getting away that from the subject that I was not discouraged. I was not discouraged. I was relaxed, and I kind of felt that pride, like that I was important enough, I was saying something valuable, that it needs to be suppressed. So that was kind of like a badge of honor. But realistically, eventually, on anything you do, you have to dedicate time to that task. And I was seeing that dedicating my time to recording videos, editing videos, uploading videos, putting all the hashtags, all that stuff that I absolutely hate and despise, it was not worth it. And slowly, over a course of many years, I decided to shift and adapt my strategy. But before we get to the strategy adaptation, I wanted to mention this very interesting phenomenon. When I continued after the shadow ban uploading videos on spicy subjects, I noticed very quickly, like right now my channel has 1 strike. I don't remember how many, you get 3 and you're out. So right now it has 1 strike. I had lots of warnings. Many videos, as many of you noticed, were removed. But here's what I clearly noticed, and I will try to say it that it's not a complaint, because I wish all the power and success to those people who can get through and get the message across. But what I specifically noticed is that if I were to verbatim, literally write out exactly the words and sentences that others who speak, let's say respectfully, but on provocative subjects in a slightly provocative manner out there in interesting videos that we all like to watch, if I were to say those exact words, exact sentences, my channel would be removed from YouTube within a week. Instantly, those videos would be detected. I would get 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strike. Well, I already have 1 strike. So 3 strikes and I'll be out. And I noticed that because of the follow-up warning videos that I got, where I was saying things that are much more toned down, much more logical, much more calm than not even some sort of a very provocative channels, but simply channels that cover socio-political issues and are multi-million channels, and they are widely accepted. Again, that is kind of a badge of honor that I don't know why it is specifically me. If I were to say those very same things, I'm not allowed, but others do. I am not exaggerating here. It's important to understand because I tried it. It's like math. 2 plus 2 will equal 4, not 5, as they do in the 1984 book, the year that I was born. What an interesting publication that was. We're getting away from our subject. And so, that's my situation. And when I fully realized like that, where I can say the things that pretty much others are allowed to say, and all the power to them again, let them say it. They're much better at it than me. A lot of people who I listen to and agree with some of their opinions, and they are able to break them, push them in to various social media, and they're not either shadow banned or removed or somehow censored. All the power to them, because these people are specifically becoming public figures who are there to talk, to make a living like that, to gain attention, and I just wish them luck. It doesn't in any way bother me, because this is where we come to a point of my strategy change regarding the whole social media. So in the manner of, what is it, the United States Marine motto, adapt and overcome. I always like that, adapt and overcome. So I adapted and I overcame. And it was actually a blessing in disguise, because YouTube, by shutting one door, made me take my foot and smash the other door very forcefully and walk through it. And that door was real life. When I could not dedicate enough time, or when the digital world wasn't yielding results, I realized that spending too much time there was simply unproductive. And what a wonderful realization that was, because I fully shifted into the real world. I record a lot of videos already on this subject, so I'm not going to go into great details, but essentially I shifted to practical skill application, major focus into business and building my own projects, and making as much forceful business changes as I could to become as self-sufficient and financial independent as possible, because that takes, again, a lot of time. You're either spending it on recording and editing videos, or you're spending it on your business. Sometimes, even if you have people to help, you still can't do both. It's just, unless there is another, you hire a personal cameraman to just have that camera on you 24/7, and that person does all the work, which is something I would like to get to at some point. Then you have to practice time management wisely. And this is the blessing in disguise. When the social media door closed, like I said, I entered the door of the real world. I focused a lot on skills in both survival, fighting, again, business I already mentioned. I did many adventurous and fascinating things that I wish I have recorded for all of you, but some I could not, and others I just simply was too far enjoying these adventures that I didn't want the camera to distract me from them. And then, as years have passed, you saw that my frequency of how I uploaded the videos went down, and that's because all this time I was in the real world having all this fun, and I only recorded what I could. If I could record it, I did for you. But now we're becoming full circle, that I've gained more experience. I realized more what I want from my social media, and this is another interesting subject that really that essentially shadow banning made me realize, is that I did not wish to become a talker if I am going to stay in social media, and I still wish to do, because I find pleasure recording, sharing my knowledge, sharing my adventures, sharing my experiences. But I do not wish to talk on subjects that I can't act upon. So that is a big shift, where before I spoke on these socio-cultural subjects where all I could do is essentially point out the problems, maybe even at best offer verbal solutions, but that's where the whole thing ends. And while at that time it even brought me attention and fame, but now as I've grown and matured, I don't wish to do that. If I'm gonna offer a solution, I better be the person who is enacting that solution in the real world. And the reason you see a video on that subject is I'm recording it as I'm doing it. And this is what I realized, that is something that really kind of now sparks my interest and desire to record. And that's a big change, and I like it. And so the realization was that I don't wish to be a talker, I wish to be a doer, and as I do, I wish to record. And that shift has inspired me, and thus we come full circle, where now I have gained experience, I bettered my life positions, I realized much more about myself, and now I'm about to again, kind of in a mischievous way, ready to knock on the social media door in a big way. Now, I mean, I don't know, maybe the next few years to come. But I feel like my foot is itching to smash that door again. So many influential figures and how they did it. Again, more of them were doers rather than talkers. So I'm getting some interesting ideas how to move forward in life. First, I need to shift lanes. Let's go in a faster one. Seems like a good metaphor for this video. And so this is where I'm at. This is what I wanted to tell you. And this is the message I guess I would like to leave you after finishing this video. Don't let anybody push you around. Anytime a door closes, smash another one open. Adapt and overcome any situation. Maintain a positive mental attitude. And as I always say, rock on. Kick ass. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. And I think I said everything I need to say. Keep rocking on in this world. Stay free, strong, smart, and mischievous. Ciao.